Augusta, South Carolina. And this weekend, it's June, the first weekend of June, I am participating in the Living History Parks event called Colonial Times. Visiting here this weekend is Lord Cornwallis himself, and many living history interpreters are here at the park. But this weekend is exactly the time that I need to be here. It's a very special event for my family. This building that you see behind me is the New Windsor Cabinet Shop. The Cabinet Shop was based on the fact that during the time where this park is situated, this area was known as New Windsor Township. The year is 1780, and this is our cabinet maker. So the person that you're about to meet is actually my husband, and he is a colonial chair maker. He belongs to the park. We're members, and we're very supportive and have done a lot to contribute our time, our attention, and it's become kind of our second home. It's about 3 hours from Atlanta, and this experience is something that you have to come see if you're at all in the area. It's a wonderful opportunity to put yourself back in time to when the colonies existed. There was tensions in the colonies, and it was just before the American Revolution took place. We give it a range of dates, so even though I say 1780, the shop is kind of based upon some, I guess, plans that we'd seen for kind of a 1785 look, and it's just something you need to experience. The interpreters here, many of them, I'm going to show you clips of many of them, and the actual clips that I've taken were from a prior event here last October in 2011, because I didn't have an opportunity to really get out this weekend and do much filming. There's a lot of activity, a lot of goings on. There was a ladies' tea party, some costume demonstrations, and a lot of interesting people and events to go take a look-see. We had a church service this morning based in 1776. It was performed by someone who was standing in for our usual Anglican church priest who would come in from town. I was told that he was in attendance in another region, attending to someone who was not well. So everything that you hear is kind of true to the period, and if you've ever been to Colonial Williamsburg, it kind of gives you the same flavor. We're going to take a tour, a quick see, and I'm especially going to pay attention right now to the Windsor shop because this is its grand opening, and there's something inside that you won't want to miss. So I'm back here inside the shop, and I'm going to introduce you now to my husband, who is also the shop master. His name is Chris. So tell me, Chris, this thing that we're standing in front of has a story, I'm told, and I wanted to just share that with our viewers.
Wonderful. Well, Joanne, thank you, and welcome, first of all, to the New Windsor Cabinet Shop at the North Augusta Living History Park. This is our first weekend that we've been open. The shop just was recently completed, and as a part of our opening, we're celebrating receiving what we're calling the Patriot Lathe. This is the 6.5 foot great wheel lathe from the movie The Patriot. We were fortunate enough to be able to acquire it from the motion picture studio through the hands of a collector out in California who consequently sold it to us on eBay. It arrived at the shop a week ago Friday, and we had a team of folks here ready to get it received and set up and ready for our demonstrations this weekend, and it has been a real success and a great part of the shop opening.
Okay, so this is the debut weekend for this lathe. We see that the shop is not really populated, but you do have a couple journeymen. There's a Cooper outside. Tell us a little bit about how those guys contribute to the shop.
Okay, wonderful. We're an 18th century woodworking venue, so we're really focused on having as many different woodworking trades available and demonstrated at the shop. So we've got a Cooper out front. I've got a couple gentlemen here working with me, Scott and Kurt, who have a high degree of expertise in period furniture making. We're going to expand into turning as well as joiners work as well as carpenters, and just looking to kind of have a complete woodworking venue here at the park.
Okay, I know some of my viewers have no idea what a cooper is, so how is that a specialized woodworking skill?
Okay, a cooper is a person who makes wooden buckets and barrels, which were basically vessels used to store grains and flour and salt and ship materials in. So in one way, it was kind of the Tupperware and the cardboard box of the 18th century, and a very, very important trade person to the town.
Okay, I have two more questions before we show and demonstrate how this machine works. The first one is, how is this shop different than today, where we see men using all kinds of power tools and laser beams and things to get things level? I don't see any machinery in here. There's no electric outlets used, obviously, for this time period. So what do you do?
Well, the power of the 18th century was muscle power and manpower. We do have machines. They just take a very different form. This lathe behind us certainly is a machine, but it's a machine powered by the energy of the day, which was man or animal.
Oh, my second question. Okay, I shot a clip outside, and I'm wearing this red ribbon, as you can see, and you're also wearing one. Normally, we don't have to wear these, and I'm sure the viewers are wondering, why are you wearing those red ribbons? So tell me the reason behind this.
Today at the park, we're celebrating Under the Crown, which is a commemoration of the British occupation of Augusta, Georgia. So the General Cornwallis is here with us, and we all did our duty and swore an oath of allegiance to the king and to the crown, and these ribbons are just a visual declaration of our support of the king and the crown during this occupied time.
Okay, and as your father said in a toast last night at our dinner, may the king have his successes be all that he deserves in the colonies. Yes. Or something like that. I may have slaughtered it, but so let's cut to a clip. We're going to show how this machine works. Well, I may have to end this by cutting this segment into two parts. We didn't plan the interview that I did with Chris inside, so it was kind of an impromptu interview with him. But the next major event here at the park before I cut is going to be in October, and I'll put the information to the event and the website down in the description box. And I'll probably put the other sequences from the last October event into a part 2. So thanks for joining us. Subscribe, comment, and let me know what you thought of the park. And I'll be sure to be putting some more information and more details in as we do more events. Thanks for watching. Bye.